it's going to count down anyway. Welcome to the show. It's just going to count down on me. I was going to go live. I say, why? Let me just record. Okay. It's the Edge of Venus. Let me turn on Twitch right quick. Excuse the one. Now we live on Twitch too. Welcome to Rabbit Hole Radio Show. Today we will be, tonight, we'll be coming forth for chapter 10 or 1.0 of Alice Adventures Underground. We named Alice Adventures in Wonderland. But we have the announcement to make before we start that. Now, update begins. Okay, put my bot on. Someone told me how to put the bots on to help out, be the moderator and all that good stuff. Okay, so should have false. What was I? Yeah, my announcement. Now, I ain't mentioned pay it forward before on here, but I sat with it while I was on my staycation last week and slept on it, went to dreamland with it, and they gave it to me how to do it. So the concept I came up with, which will be community funding. So we using GoFundMe. So I'm gonna do a new GoFundMe. Pay it forward, Fund Nation. Well, I would need 9,000 contributors who will be the seed of us flowers, paying $1 a day. So once I get seeded with $1 from each of the contributors, then I pay 10% into the fund. I'm gonna have two funds, two GoFundMes. One, because everybody's gonna be using this. Everybody gonna have their own GoFundMe so they can get their funds directly. We starting with 84. 28-day rotation. 28 days, 28, 28. Then we start over again. 28, 28, 28. Then we start over again. 9 months. It's a 9-month program. In order to qualify for this, you have to be a creative, meaning a visionary. You have to have some type of art form that working a gig for someone else, the 9 to 5 is keeping you stressed and keeping you from focusing on your creativity, which will help the greater collective consciousness, because what I do is for selfless giving, is for everyone. I just don't do this for myself and just to be doing it. I write my poetry. Oh, yeah. I think I said it in my last, with it, the ginger video, and I got more to write. So I'm going to finish this book. I'm going to finish this notebook. I did this while I was off. I did this like in 2 days. This is the book I already had started. This is with the books and stuff in it. But it got poems in there too. But this one got a lot of poetry and stuff in it. And I'm going to finish that tonight and tomorrow because I'm off one day. This is the whole point. 6 days this week, 6 days next week. So I'm going to have this done because I got the concept written out. I got everything I'm going to post. I'm going to have it up and running by the end of this month, by the end of June. But I'm putting it out there now, so whoever see this, they already know. When I put that video out and they see GoFundMe, Fund Nation is going live, because that's how I'm going to word it. GoFundMe is going live. That means you need to make a comment so you can be in order if you want to be a part of that to get funded. Now, the creativity come in because on your GoFundMe, you have to say what your creativity is. Because for the contributors going to see your page, they're giving you $1 because you're only contributing $28, and you have to give $1 to everybody in the 28. So you committed $28, and at the end, when you're finished with your day, you donate $900 back into the fund. We're funding, so it rotates. It keeps coming in. It's not no one taking nothing out. Everybody getting theirs, and then you're paying it forward. The name is in what it means. You're paying it forward into the fund so we can help others. Now, we're the seeds. Us, the first 84 are the seeds, are the flowers, are the seeded ones to contribute, so will help us, because going forward, it might be less because we'll see, or it might be more. Depends on how to take it off. I don't know how the people are going to take to it. We'll see once I put it out. Since this like my baby, that's why it's 9 months. So I'm going to birth it, and I'm going to see how they take to it. So me and my business grief and finally get used. And I'm a business-minded person, so I'm not playing with this, and I'm not going to rush through it. Because I was going to try to get it out today. I said I'm not going to rush through it. I'll have it out by the end of the month. For those who I told and know, I'll have it out by the end of the month. That's for sure. So, you will comment GFM. GoFundMe means you're agreeing to do your own GoFundMe account so you can receive your funds, because I'm gonna have the first 14 and let them know once I get seated. Okay, I need y'all to get y'all GoFundMe pages up. Send me the link. So you have, and that's another thing, you have to be subscribed to Rabbit Hole Radio. I also have a buy me a book, because I don't drink coffee. It's buy me a coffee, but I did buy me a book. I set up memberships and stuff for us too, because we're gonna have some stuff going on over there that I got planned for everybody who's gonna be a part of this collective community, which I had started off with it, called it the Mind Have Book Society, but it's still gonna be that, because the books I want to read, I'm gonna have to do it on a different platform. I can't do everything on here. Some of the books I got for y'all, like the next book after this is gonna be, it's between the Egyptian, the Kemet, we're gonna say Kemet, the Kemet, since they use Egypt, it was over here and they put it over there. The Kemet Book of Life, they call it Book of Death, the Book of Life, because ain't no such thing as death. Or we're gonna do is it the Great Cosmic Mother? Let me see. And that was coming. Yeah. We're gonna do the Great Cosmic Mother. We're gonna do the Great Cosmic Mama. I need music. I'm gonna write it down. We're gonna do the Great Cosmic Mother, the Great Cosmic Mother. Cause I found some stuff I did in my soul contract, which is your natal chart. I'm offering that over there too. So once I read, because I'm gonna give y'all a little tab bit of that tonight after I do read the book. Back to that, I'm all over the place because I'm excited. So your post GFM or your creativity just letting me know you want to be in there, and now you got your place in line. So I'm gonna let the first 14 know. Get your pages up, because I'm gonna post it on my GoFundMe who you are. So I have to know what you are, who you are, what your title and your name is. Hey, if somebody actually viewing, it'd be saying one sometime, don't nobody be watching it. So I can know who you are, so I can put it on the page. So I'm gonna put it on the page, on my page, so they can know who up next as we go forward in our rotation. Because we don't say days, we're going to say nights. So let me become that. We don't say days because we're not in the days. We don't say week because we're not weak. So it's strong. So when I say strong, that means the following 7-day rotation or 7-night rotation. Because rotation, we're going to use rotation, night, and strong. So y'all can understand my lingo. Because changing the wording, when you change your verbiage, you change how you think and how you feel about certain things, because they got us conditioned to use certain words which is double talk, because everything has more, like days. You say D-A-Y-S, but it's D-A-Z-E as well. Are you in the days? Yeah, you are. Most of us, yes, we are. Days going through the weeks. You're weak at the end of the weekend. So you want to go out partying, trying to wake up, you walking dead because you gave all your energy and time for some pennies. So this is another reason I came up with this. So they contribute, you get $9,000. You pay 10%, $900 into the pot. And you put $1 to yourself And then you put $1 to everybody in your 28-day cycle. Then we go to the next 28. I always be the first. I'm not in the next 28. I'm the first in the 84. It's just the 84 for now. And this is a 9-month program. Because it's 1, 28, 28, 28, which is 84. Because we're going by lunar cycles. We're going by cycles. I'm a woman. I don't go by no, I don't even have a Gregorian calendar. I have 28 days in my calendar. Right now, we're in the 12th month, because next month, our stuff start over. It's the crystal moon of cooperation. And the totem atom is rabbit. And who am I? And what is this? Rabbit Hole Radio, and I'm the brown bunny, Chinese astrology. Say so, I'm the wood rabbit. So, you figure that. I'm in alignment. So, everything I do, I don't do for self. I'm not a selfish person. I'm selfless. So everything I create is for others. The poetry I create is to open up. And the more research I have done, I'm really in alignment. Even my name, it took me aback when I saw that. I'm gonna share that another time. I ain't wrote it out yet, but excuse me, I'm doing the research on it. So we could be on the same page. When I post it, be prepared, get in line, because when people see money, they flock, and you know this. This ain't everybody, because I don't care if you put it yourself in line. When I come to you and send you that message, because you're going to have to email me. Yeah, this serious. This ain't just, you just going to jump in there. No. It's criteria you have to meet. The money, now let's go to what the money is for. Because it's $3,000 a month. That's why it's 9. It's $3 for the 3 months. But you get it all at once. And it's for your 3 months to take care of your rent, your lights, your gas, your Wi-Fi, and your food. This is 5 main things that all households have. I don't care about your car note, none of that stuff. I don't care how you spend your money, but this is my mind and what I was thinking when I came up with the figure. And plus, I do everything on 369. 3,000. I know mine is typically between 2,500 a month with these, but probably a little more. Rent. Most probably rent is between 15. It used to be 500, but it's between 15 and 2,000 for most people. So that right there. Gas, light. Everybody need Wi-Fi. Everybody have gas and light. Let's say it's included in their rent, but still. Everybody need Wi-Fi to be on the internet, to be even talking, to be even seeing me. You gotta have your Wi-Fi, and we all need our sustenance. Since we're not eating air and water as we used to. So food. So how you do it is your business. But this is my concept on what I came with you. This is what I be telling the contributors. So you know. Now how you do what you will with yours. You know what we doing with mine. Because the whole point of me coming up with this whole thing is to get out of this get more financial stable, get out of this financial debt that they have put on us. With this debt, we're paying for things that's supposed to be free. But that's another video. But I feel like I do this instead of file bank, instead of reset everything. With the bank, I reset the whole thing. And I still might. And I'm going to finish that up too, because I finally got my ID. I had the ID for the state I'm in. So we're going to take 15 minutes and discuss that. So we all on the same page. Pay It Forward Fund Nation will be going live by the end of June, early July. When I put the video out, when I have everything in position and the money has to start flowing, the funds have to start accumulating, and you want to be a part of it, it's a community-funded program. You have to be in order by commenting under the video that's GFM or yes, I want to be a recipient, however you want to word it, so I know that you're agreed to make a GoFundMe and answer my questions. What is your creativity? Because this is for creators and youth. My creativity is words. Poetry was 6. Spoken word, I'm a unpublished author. I have books that I haven't published. I'm an unpublished author, a poet, spoken word artist, dancer, musician, And it's another one. This is what I do. Business minded swabby. I come up with many ideas. I have. But like most of all of us who are creatives, we have the financial strains that we have to work and don't put any time and effort into our creative passions because we have to make sure our financial responsibilities are taken care of. So this is to help with those financial responsibilities so you can do more of your creativity. This is the whole point of that, to give you a 9-month breather so you can sit and think and go from there and get into it. So you say in your little, you can make your little 5-minute YouTube video and post on it, because way GoFundMe set up, you could add a video. So people just, instead of read, they could read what you wrote. If you don't really want to write a lot, just say it and put it up there. So that's what I'm gonna do. I have the format of what it is. I have to explain it, and then I'm gonna make a video for it too, for everyone who's gonna be seeing it. So I advise you to do the same. Or you can go off of what mine is. You can see what mine, how I'm gonna do mine, and take a clue from that. You're welcome to. So you will answer my question. So you already know, you can be thinking about it now. What would you be doing? What would you do that would make you happy and bring balance and harmony in your life if you did not have to work? I want to do what I'm doing right now full time. Researching the Back to the Future. That's how I look at it. I'm going back to the future. I'm underground. I'm in the underworld. They try to demonize things, which means demon means half a man. Whether you're a male or a female, we're still man. Because male isn't female, right? Man isn't a woman, right? I'm a man with a womb. Let's get that clear when we say man, because people like when they talk about the Bible and all that shit. Who came first? You really think I came out of you? If you think that, this really ain't for you. If you think I came out of you, do I look like I came out of a man? Everything I know and understand and what I'm finna bring forth is from my mothers. I came out of over my egg. They got the nut. They got the eggs. The sperm, that's just fertilizer. You did. The first ones were androgynous. They carry the egg in the soil. I believe all women came off the mother trees that were cut down, that we pieces of fruit from that. You can believe what you want to believe. This is what I feel in my heart, in my soul, my spirit. It ain't about what you think. I don't care. Because one thing, and nobody ain't gonna change my mind on what I get from mama. When you really tuned in, you get it. And my research confirms it. So we're gonna leave that at that. Because mommy, when you surrender to mommy and that your feminine side, because most of y'all think femininity is I'm living my feminine. What the fuck is that? No. Then you're not touching your divine masculine. Yin and yang. Ain't the yin and the yang is in the yin. Balance. You got to balance it. You see that? You got to balance it. You got to balance. See. It's balance. See that? I had a man tell me before, in my younger days, my body ain't got back to that. Your arms too big. I ain't talking to you. Your arms. What? My arms too big? Yeah. I'm her. We ain't the one to show off, but one day we'll show y'all our exercise routines for the woman to see how you stay in shape, how you look like this. How you look like this. You can't see it all, but how you look like this. How you look like that. And you in birth 3. And you 50. I've been in 50 parsecs, 50 rotations. I've been in this realm 5 decades. I'm 5 years old. I just turned 5. I was 13, 4, the portal I went through. Now I'm 5. You see, now I'm 5. And I got my juiciness back. Because I do what I'm supposed to do. I love on me. And you're supposed to love on you. You know how we open it up. Beloved, giving all praises to the mothers, the mother line. When I say the mothers, I'm not talking about women who ain't had a baby. Let me be clear with that too. When I say mamas, I'm not talking about women who have, I'm talking about that's which birthed everything into existence. The feminine energy. That's why I go with 9. That's why everything is 9 with me. 3, 6, 9. 3 and 6 equal 9. 3 times 3 is 9. 6 times 3 is 18, which is 9. You see? We understand the magic of the numbers. So, we should be clear on that. GoFundMe Foundation. Video post. Comment. Get in line. Do your old GoFundMe when I let you know. $28 a month. Because everybody who's a recipient is also a supporter. This is how this is going to work. That's community funding. And I'm sure ain't nothing out here like that. Where everybody's supporting everybody. Like I've been spoke on this. And that's why they gave it to me. Because once you certain things drop into your mind and you understand it, then more things come to you. And then more things come to you, and more things, and so forth and so on. If you tapped in, you tapped in. The chosen one, having what names they want to put on us. Be the change you want to see in the world. So I'm doing what I want to see. And that's what I got bright. And that's alleviating stress for myself and others. And this is one of the ways I figured I can do that. So the couple of people I spoke to with it got excited, and it sounded, when something registers with you, you feel it. They felt it, so I knew I was on the right track. I knew I was on the right track, period. But to get others excited for it makes me more excited, because I enjoy helping and supporting other souls. We're going to just say soul, because what's a people and what's a person? Those are paper names. We don't use the names that they put on us. That's on paper. That's the sharpen. Well, that's another thing. But we'll be into the UCC. We're going to get in that too, the UCC. But like I said, a lot of stuff I have to discuss with you all will not be discussed on YouTube. Y'all going to have to come over to it's in the description. Buy me a coffee. But mine is buy me a book. I don't drink coffee, so it's buy me a book or buy me a tea. But it's hard. That has been already set up. And it's 4 different memberships. So, but you will have to be subscribed to be a client. Well, not a client. Well, you're a client in such a way, but you're a recipient of these funds. So, we look forward to that. So, in the coming weeks, which I said I wasn't going to say weeks, in the coming, at the end of this month, in the beginning of next month, that will be in rotation. And we're going to pick up where we left off. The Lobster Quadrille. Alice Adventures in Wonderland. Me sorry, Twitch, we don't get too much attention to you. Because you look different over there. I think my 2 different earrings. I lost one. I've been lost one of these, but I kept the other. Then I lost one of these. Well, I didn't lose it. It jumped out my ear. So I said I just wear both of them. So when you see me this side, look this way. You see me this side, look this way. Ain't no such thing mission, man. This my body. I put it how the fuck I want to. It's like I'm wearing copper and silver. Now, yeah. Went down to the Jazz Fest and got me some copper I got the one on my arm too. Baba G. He was the creator of the pieces that the mother of Wakanda wore in the movie. So that was special. Let me get that because I didn't wear my rings. I was like, as soon as I said I forgot to put my rings on, turn around. I was right in front of his booth, and I got these. Cause we're copperface. We're the copperface, the originals here, and now we got our copper. The reflection of us who copper on the inside, through they copper hair. That they was calling gingers. Ginger. I always called them ginger. I never called them ginger. I don't do the It's hard to say We don't naturally say That's why we say nigga. Because they gingers and we niggas. And together now we're ninjas. So that's how I address us, ninjas. So if you're not a ninja, I call you a niglet. You did. Either you're a ninja, that means you a nigga, or a ginger. So you're a ninja, because we're together, the reflection. We the kissed by the sun, they kissed by the moonlight. This is how I look at it. You can argue with your mama, because you ain't going to argue with me. Because I don't argue with nobody. I stated what I stated. I said what the fuck I said. That's what it is. So you're a ninja, or you're a niglet. You know how he said, well, he didn't say niglet. He said something else when I watched Tales from the Hood. Y'all need to watch that. If you never watched Tales from the Hood, go watch it. And they've always talked about them while I was speaking on them. I had a Raggedy Ann doll. But why I call it raggedy? What is raggedy? That's not a good word. And then when I look at the pattern, go back and I sat and thought about it after the TikTok thing. And they thought it was a trend. And everybody started, no, this is not a trend. We don't do fake love. When we invite you to the cookout, you're invited to the cookout. See, we don't have barbecues. Barbecue, because that's what they used to do to some of us. Barbecue. Go picnics and barbecues. We don't do picnics and barbecue. Pick a nigga. We know what the shit really means. Pick them and then barbecue them. Come on now. That's what we have, cookouts. So, understand terminology and the history of the words. This is what I'm saying. This is what I bring forth. Show y'all some history and stuff. But we got the copper back. You see that? What's that? Copper. Fire. We full of fire. You see my fire always popping out. That's that sag too. That sag that's in my birth chart. My natal chart, my soul contract. Your soul contract is your cosmic curriculum of all the energies that you're dealing with that was dominant in the sky when you took your first fucking breath. That's it. That's all. Like I said, we simplified for you. So if you want that done, buy me a coffee. But buy me a book. The link in the description of my page. Go over there. Check out the memberships. You want that did? Join it. And once you're there, for at least 30 days, 60, I don't know how long I want to do it, I'll get you one. Because other than that, it's 222. Because I handwrite everything out. Let me display. I'm keep speaking on it. Let me handwrite everything out. See, this is my soul contract. This is my stuff written out. This is what you only did. I'm going to write it out. I could screenshot it to you later and send an email it to you or something. But I write things out. Like I'm going to have to type some stuff up when I do my book and stuff. I have to type that stuff up. But this I can screenshot and upload it. Since AI can't, I read it. I don't know. Maybe I have to print it. Either way it go. Okay, I'll read you like my path. It's 3. Communicator. A divine storyteller. A bringer of beauty, truth, and joy. My contract is to heal through word, uplift through art. I'm an artist. and free the voice silent by fear or time. Creativity isn't an option. It's my medicine. It is. Like I said, I was on my staycation and be like, where you going? I'm going to my goddamn room and rest and write, and it makes me feel good. And then when I did this, I said, oh, now it makes sense. It's my medicine. Because I like sitting here playing my sounds. It's quiet. Put on the incense and just let things flow out. Research something, ask a question. Go research it. Take in what I get from that. Sit with it. Then put it in a poem. And this how I bring it forth. And then I read, that's what I do. And as I go forth, Gemini, sun, air, element. A bridge between realms, people, and ideas. It's like when when you see how on point your thing is, when you get it, you be like, oh God. And it also help you understand what you're supposed to be doing other than what you think you have to do. You don't have to do anything but what you want to do. Here to speak the unspeakable, challenge duality, bring light into contradictions. My soul signed up to speak for those who can't find, anybody. Speak for those who can't find unity through polarity, spread sacred information in playful, poetic ways. And that's it, to my ass to a goddamn T. So like I say, your soul contract is a sacred covenant your higher self made before birth. A outline of the themes, challenges, relationships, and gifts your soul chose for growth, mastery, and service. And think of it like a cosmic curriculum. So it's like people have said, or this is like a I don't like using the word school. Because school comes from the word school, which is SHEOUL, which is that which is under the ocean, under deep, where the real beasts live. Because we can look up and see what's up there. And then they project you too. You don't know what the fuck is in the water. Because most of you, we don't go in the water. Why we don't go in the water? We came out the water. We in the water right now. So it's actually not true because air is water. It's air, water, and you was in water, air when you was in the womb. This is how you know you have a soul. If you came out of the womb, the magnetism come in the second trimester, the beginning of it, the 13th week. The soul is there, which is magnetism. Spirit is the electricity. I am magnetic electro. Males are electromagnetic. I'm the phone, they're the charger. The phone can run by itself for a very long time without needing a charge. But chargers have to constantly be replaced. And we're going to leave it at that. Thank you to that analogy. Shout out to the Queen Maker. You watch certain other souls give information. Once you acquire the information that you need to help you grow and understand certain things and aspects and get confirmation, you move on. And that's what I do. I look, and then when they say, okay, your turn now. Now I'm out here. So I'm a creator. I don't sit up and watch other creators. Because I'm not creating content. I am content. I don't create content. I am content. I was born during the moonlight. So night energy. I'm a night watcher. Born when the world sleeps and spirits whisper. carrying the gift of deep intuition, channeling. And I thought that's what I was doing. From the unseen, walking, I'll erase the word out. Walking life as a seer, walking through life as a seer, a scribe, a healer, and an oracle. My soul knew it needed stillness and solitude to recharge. My contract included protection when working at night or under pressure. In my room, I call it a sanctuary because it's where I come. I can't wait to get home. I love coming into my house. It's fresh, it's clean. So I'm cleaning up right now, doing his chores. My youngest, well, the youngest soul that I run here, because I try not to say mine anymore, because that's another thing. You don't own nobody. Don't nobody own nobody. You don't even own your body. So saying that my child, no, it's not. No, it's not. As a woman, your duty, if you come pregnant, is your agreement is to bring forth a soul into the realm. Watch over them, it, her, he, and protect them until they can for themselves. That's your duty. Period. It's not a job. That's your duty. And if you don't do that, mama gonna spank your ass for sure. Know that. So that's all I'm getting y'all of that. I'm gonna get off of that because yeah, y'all, some of y'all out here being bitches and hoes be making me mad. I'm a holy bitch because I'm in heat for the truth. And when you understand the female dog, ain't nothing to be mad about, because when you pay attention to how she move and what she do and how she protect. But that cat, that kitty, she all up through this house. Images of it. I can't wait to get one of her on me, because they heal, they sense, they see. They are unworthy, wherever they came from. Sometimes I think, recently I thought, I said, what if the canine star, they try to call the dog the canine, what if it wasn't for the cat? What if it was what feline? How we know it's for the dog? What if it wasn't a dog? So why I gotta be serious? Why I gotta be dog? What if it wasn't for the dog? What if it was for the cat? What if that's where the cat came from? Because the cat will whoop a dog ass. I've seen the video of one little small kitty take on two dogs, and them dogs ran the fuck off. And that cat is still there with her back hunched up looking at their ass like, do you really want to try me? Because these fucking knives I got on my hand, I don't mind smacking the fuck at you with it. So I'm just saying, like I say, quest I more, questions. I ask questions. Question on. Quest I on. I'm always on a goddamn quest. Now just think about it. What if the stars that Ryan was about them goddamn kitties? With them slitting their ass, not the lion. Not, my other totem is the jaguar. You know, that pretty motherfucker that come in like 4 colors, the puma, the panther, and the cougar. Those all are panthers. The jaguar, the cougar, and the puma. I think it's puma. Spots, not spots. The Black Panther got spots too. They don't pounce until they know they finna get your ass. They don't pounce until they know they got you. Something about that cat in the nighttime, and yeah. You need to know your totems, your totem animals. You see them and shit. But anywho, I believe that might be talking about them kitties, not no damn dog, but whatever. That's what they say. Be lie Eve. Because Eve lie. Y'all be lying on Eve. That's why it's believed, because you lied on Eve. Y'all was saying she bit the apple, but why it's stuck in your throat. It's an Adam's apple, right? Right? It's an Adam's apple, right? Ain't that what they call that thing in y'all throat, the males? Adam's apple. So ain't that piece of apple stuck in your motherfucking throat that you almost choked on, and you gonna sit there and say she took that bite? She ain't make you do shit. She couldn't make you do nothing else. Lithia said, fuck it. I take your nut. And get the fuck out of my face. Y'all just mad. There's all this shit like it is because the male mad because how nature treats you. You're disposable and you didn't like that. And you're food. Because in most things, nature eat the male and feed it to the babies. Because majority of all the babies is female. Because you're female too. You just mutated into not female. And that's why you'll have to feed in front of male. That's why your titties don't work. And your phallus is what's real. Come on now. Play with somebody else. Play with your mama. You're not going to play with me. I'm just going to leave it at that. And we're finna start the book. Because we didn't talk for 41 goddamn minutes. We're supposed to do 15. But that's okay because I ain't been on here in a long time. Because we read Knife. We came back, but we was gone for a couple of weeks. So we didn't get a chance to let everything out last time. We didn't have most stuff, like I said, that week off. And I came through and gave y'all 9, but we ain't talk. So we talking. I go laugh when I'm out. I don't really want to go laugh when I'm in the house. And let's sit back and listen to my own video. Okay, let's start. We on 1.0, which they say 10. Ain't nothing higher than 9. Because 1.0 is still 0 and 1. Because that's why I say point. Because people forget about that decimal point. I do not. You use a calculator, you know about the decimal point. That's what I say 9.99. That's be like it ain't 100%. That's 1. 100 is 1. That's 1.00. They not going to tell you, so let me tell you. 99 as far as it's going. That's why it's 9.99999. That's why it always come like, now it's 99%. You're the father, 99%. Because that's as high as it can go. Then it start over again. And if you ever read certain books from certain places, like the Kuma Sutra, it only go 1 through 9, 1 through 9, 1 through 9. It never go higher than 9. Because ain't no number higher than 9. It's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What actually is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 8. But that's another story. I don't think y'all ready for it. Because 6 and 9 is the same number, but it's in order. But anyway, let's start the story. Because I can go just in circles around your ass. The mock turtle. I might have to do this with the mock turtle. Okay, y'all see my little, I got a star on my eye. It's like a pimple. It ain't even a star because the head on the inside. So I couldn't get no pimple on my face, so I said, you know what, we just gonna go on your eye. It's crazy. You heard it at first? No, I heard it, don't hurt no more. I guess eventually it popped like a pimple. The mock turtle sighed deeply and drew the back of one flopper across his eyes. He looked at Alice and tried to speak, but for a minute or two, sob choked his voice. Same as if he had a bone in his throat, said the Griffon. And it set to work, shaking him, punching him in the back. At last, the mock turtle recovered his voice, and with tears running down his cheek, he went on again. You may not have lived much under the sea. I haven't, said Alice, and perhaps you were never even introduced to a lobster. Alice began to say, I once tasted, but checked herself hastily and said, no, never. So you can have no idea what a delightful thing a lobster quadrille is. No, indeed, said Alice. What sort of dance is it? Why, said the Griffon, you first form into a line along the seashore. 2 lines, cried the mock turtle. Seals, turtles, salmon, and so on. Then when you are clean all the jellyfish out of the way. That's generally take some time, interrupted the Gryphon. You advance twice. Each with a lobster as a partner, cried the Griffin. Each with a lobster as a partner, cried the Gryphon. Of course, the mock turtle said. Advance twice, set to partners. Change lobsters and retire to the same order. Continue the Gryphon. Then the mock turtle went on. You throw the lobsters, shouted the Gryphon, with a bar into the air, as far out to the sea as you can. Swim after them, screamed the Gryphon. Turn a somersault in the sea, cried the mock turtle, capering wildly about. Change lobsters again, yelled the Gryphon at the top of his voice. Back to land again, and that's all the first figure, said the mock turtle, suddenly dropping his voice, and the 2 creatures who had been jumping out like mad things all this time sat down again very sadly and quietly and looked at Alice. It must be a very pretty dance, said Alice timidly. Would you like to see a little of it, said the mock turtle. Very much indeed, said Alice. Come, let's try in first figure, said mock turtle to the Gryphon. What can do without lobsters, Which shall sing? Oh, you sing, said the Gryphon. I've forgotten the words. These pictures, man. I'm telling you, that's why I love books. And I've been reading Amy Leaf. I love books because don't you like a cow and a turtle? Because the movies don't do them justice. What they can depict in a movie, they can. Film cannot outdo my imagination. Let me say it that way. Film cannot outdo your imagination. It cannot. It just can't. It's impossible. It can't. So they began solemnly dancing round and round Alice, every now and then treading on her toes when they passed too close, and waving their forepaws to mark the time, while the mock turtle sang this very slowly and sadly. Will you walk a little faster, said it one to the snail. There's a porpoise close behind us, and he's treading on my tail. See how eagerly the lobsters and the turtles all advance. They are waiting on shingle. Will you come and join the dance? Will you, want you, will you, want you, will you join the dance? Will you, want you, will you, want you, won't you join the dance? The guy gave it his own melody. You can really have no notion how delightful it would be when they take us up and throw us with the lobsters out to sea. But the snail replied, too far, and gave a look of accents. No, that ain't advance. It's A-S-X-ants. It's A-S-K-A-N-C-E. Accents. But the snail replied, too far, and gave a look askance. Said he thanked the whitening kindly, but he would not join the dance. Would not, could not join the dance. Would not, could not join the dance. What matters is how far we go, his scaly friend replied. There is another shore, upon the other side. The farther off from England, the nearer is to France. Then turn not pale, beloved snail, but come and join the dance. Will you, won't you, will you, won't you, will you join the dance? Will you, won't you, will you, won't you join the dance? Thank you. It's a very interesting dance to watch, said Alice, feeling very glad that it was over at last. And I do so like that curious song about the whitening. Oh, as to the whitening, said the mock turtle, you've seen them, of course. Yes, said Alice. I often see them at She's going to say dinner. She checked herself hastily. I don't know where den may be, said the mock turtle, but if you seeing them so often, of course you know that they're like what they're like. I believe so, Alice replied thoughtfully. They have their tails in their mouths, and they're all over crumbs. You're wrong about the crumbs, said the mock turtle. Crumbs would all wash off in the sea. but they have their tails in their mouths. And this reason is, hear the mock turtle yarn and shut his eyes. Tell her about the reason and all that, he said to the graphic. Ugh. Wow. Me reading the word yarn made me yarn. That's crazy. The reason is, said the Ryfin, that they will go with the lobster to the dance. So they got thrown out to sea. So they had to fall a long way. So they got their tails fast in their mouths. So they couldn't get them out again. That's all. Thank you, said Alice. It's very interesting. I never knew so much about a whitening before. I can tell you're more than that if you like, said the Gryphon. Do you know why it's called a whitening? I never thought about it, said Alice. Why? It does the boots and shoes, said Gryphon replied very solemnly. Alice was thoroughly puzzled. Does the boots and shoes? She repeated in a wondering tone. Why? What are your shoes done with? Said the Gryphon. I mean, what makes them so shiny? Alice looked down at them and considered a little before she gave her answer. They're done with blackening, I believe. Boots and shoes under the seat? The Gryphon went on in a deep voice, are done with a whitening. Now you know. They're done with a whitening. She said they're done with a blackening. Boots and shoes under the sea is with a blackening, I believe. And what are they made of? Alice asked in a tone of great curiosity. Soles and eels, of course. Told you about the word eel. L. Raphael, Gabriel, Uriel, Ariel, that E-L. L, some other stuff. Back to more. Of course, the Griffin replied rather impatiently. Any shrimp could have told you that. If I'd been with whitening, said Alice, what thoughts were still running on in the song? I have said to the porpoise, keep back, please. You don't want you with us. They were obliged to have him with them. The mock turtle said, no wise fish will go anywhere without a porpoise. Wouldn't it really? Said Alice in a tone of great surprise. Of course not, said the mock turtle. Why, if a fish came to me and told me he was going to a journey, he was going a journey. I saw I'll be going over these words. You be trying to say what you think it was said, but then it be said something totally fucking different. Because now remember, this was written in the late 1800s, and they spoke a different type of English than this English that we speak now. How is that? Because people talk to you like I speak a different type of English, and I'm speaking one, and you won't understand what I'm saying. Like, we don't say days, we say nights. We don't say a lot of things, rotation. We don't say bless. We don't be less over here. We be more. So we say be more. These things be more. Mm-hmm. Of course not, said the mock turtle. Why, if a fish came to me and told me he was going a journey, I should say, with what purpose? With what purpose? But he's talking about a porpoise. A porpoise is the whale, the dolphin, the porpoise. Don't you mean purpose? Said Alice. See, you say a word, he letting you know. That's what I said. Double talk. Double fucking talk. The fuck? I meant what I said. The mock turtle replied to it offended in an offended tone. I meant what I said the mock turtle replied in an offended tone, and the Gryphon added, come, let's hear some of your adventures. I could tell you my adventures beginning from this morning, said Alice a little timidly, but it's no use going back to yesterday because I was a different person then. After everything she went through, I bet she was a goddamn different person. Explain all that, said the mock turtle. No, The venture first, said the Gryphon in a impatiently tone. Explanations take such a dreadful time. So Alice began telling them of her adventures from time when she first saw the white rabbit. She was a little nervous about it just at first. The two creatures got so close to her, one on each side, and opened their eyes and mouths so very wide, but she gained courage as she went on. Her listeners were perfectly quiet till she got to the part about her repeating, "You are old, Father William," to the caterpillar, and the words all coming different. And then the mock turtle drew a long breath and said, "That's very curious." "It's all about as curious as can be," said the Gryphon. "It's all came different," the mock turtle repeated thoughtfully. "I should like to hear her try and repeat something now. Tell her to begin." He looked at the Gryphon as if he thought it had some kind of authority over Alice. "Stand up and repeat." "'Tis the voice of the sludger," said the Gryphon. "How's the creatures order one about and make one repeat lessons?" thought Alice. "I might as well be at school at once." However, she got up and began to repeat it. But her head was so full of the Lobster Quadrille that she hardly knew what she was saying, and the words came very queer indeed. There's the word again. And we're in the month of June, a queer month. We're going to look and see what queer meant back then, because it don't mean that now, does it? I consider myself queer, because I don't fit in a box. I don't belong to a boy, and I damn sure don't belong to a girl. Because when I was growing up, I didn't do no girl things. But everything they said a boy would do, I did all those. Because this is truth. Argue with your mama, not me. Everything a boy can do, a girl can do too, and sometimes better. But everything a girl can do, a boy cannot. Like you can't have a period, and you can't push no baby out, and you can't breastfeed. "'Tis the voice of the lobster. I heard him declare, "You have baked me too brown. I must sugar my hair. As a duck with eyelids, so he with his nose trimmed his belt and his buttons and turned out his toes." Let's read that again, because I like that little poem. "'Tis the voice of the lobster. I heard him declare, "You have baked me too brown. I must sugar my hair. As a duck with its eyelids, so with his nose trim his belt and his buttons and turn out his toes." I love poetry. And this is page 111. "When the sands all dry, he is gay as a lark." When the sands are all dry, he is gay as a lark. Because gay mean happy. And we'll talk in contemptuous tones of the shark. But when the tides rise and sharks are around, his voice has a timid and tremendous sound. "That's different from what I used to say when I was a child," said the Gryphon. "Well, I never heard it before," said the mock turtle, "but it sounds uncommon nonsense." Alice said nothing. She had sat down with her face in her hands, wondering if anything would ever happen in a natural way again. "I should like to have it explained," said the mock turtle. "She can't explain it," said the Gryphon hastily. "Go on with the next verse." "But around his toes," the mock turtle persisted. "But around his toes? How could he turn them out with his nose, It's the first position in dancing," Alice said. But she was dreadfully puzzled by the whole thing and longed to change the subject. "Go on with the next verse," the Gryphon repeated impatiently. "It begins, 'I passed by his garden.'" Oh, Alice did not dare to disobey, though she felt sure it would all come wrong, and she went on in a trembling voice. I passed by this garden and marked with one eye how the owl and the panther were sharing the pie. The panther took the pie crust and gravy and meat, while the owl had the dish as its share of the treat. When the pie was all finished, the owl, as a boon, was kindly permitted to pocket the spoon, while the panther received knife and fork with a growl, and they concluded the banquet by... "What is this use of repeating all that stuff?" the mock turtle interrupted. "If you don't explain it as you go on. It's by far the most confusing thing I've ever heard." "Yes, I think you better leave off," said the Gryphon, and Alice was only too glad to do so. "Shall we try another figure of the Lobster Quadrille?" The Gryphon went on. "Oh, would you like the mock turtle to sing you a song?" Oh, a song, please, if the mock turtle would be so kind. Alice replied so eagerly that the Gryphon said in rather offended tone, no accounting for taste. Sing her turtle soup, will you, old fella? The mock turtle sighed deeply and began in a voice choked with sobs to sing this. Beautiful soup, so rich and green, waiting in the hot tureen. Who such a dainties will not stoop? Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Soup of the evening, beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Soup of the evening. Beautiful, beautiful soup. Y'all fucking believe me? Look. Did I not sing it like they got it? You see? Okay. Me improvising. Beautiful soup, who care for fish, game, or any other dish? What would you not give all of this for 2p? Penny worth only of beautiful soup. Penny worth only of beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Beautiful soup. Soup of the evening. Beautiful, beautiful, full soup. Chorus again, cried the Gryphon, and the mock turtle had just begun to repeat it when a cry of the trial's beginning was heard in the distance. Come on, cried the Gryphon, taking Alice by the hand. It hurried off without waiting for the end of the song. What child is it? Alice panted as she ran, but the Gryphon only answered, come on, and ran the faster, while more and more faintly came carry on the breeze that followed them. The melancholy words, soup of the evening, beautiful, beautiful soup. And we shall, that's the end of the chapter. And we shall come forth DS of Wednesday. Now I work 6 days. Well, I apologize. I did say today is DS of Venus. It's Friday. It's the Friday. The Friday. I just can't say, because I'm not in no days. It's DS of Venus or Joy of Venus. We finna start back with our Creole French, as we used to with the swell de tongue, you know. Who stole the charts. We come forth on the 11th chapter to the 1.1, who stole the tarts? Who stole the tarts? When we come back, the king and the queen of the hearts were seated. Who stole the tarts? It's what we're going to be reading when we come forth next Wednesday. Well, Wednesday, since today is DS of Venus. So when we come back, DS of Mercury. Yeah, we got, and it's, I believe it's 2 chapters left. 11. We're almost done with this story, y'all. Yep. 12. Yeah, that's 12 is it. So we have 2 chapters left, and then we start the next. And it's going to be 12 chapters of the next one, which is Through the Looking Glass. Because we're going to read all this, and then we're going to go to the other Alice in Wonderland and the other stories, because there's more stories in that he wrote. The short stories he had in there. And this is the next book we're reading. And these books I'm reading is the first time I'm reading them. Like I said, that's why I said, well, I'm telling you, I might as well read the books I always wanted to read. So we're going to break this down. And since I can go live, then y'all can, if you read it, you can give your insights and input. Because the introduction, let me show y'all right quick. Then we're going to read a poem and then end the video, because I have other things I need to do. I have to write some things out. This is the introduction. This is the introduction before we get to the book. Then the table of chapters. Look at that. Yeah. That's going to be fun. Then we're going to do the Great Cosmic Mother. So it's gonna be this one. Matter of fact, we're gonna do the Great Cosmic Mother first. Yeah, we're gonna read the Great Cosmic Mother first. So if you have it or you want to get it, that's what we're doing next, the Great Cosmic Mother. So let's read a poem. A recent poem. We're not gonna read the old poem. We're gonna read some recent. Read some inside of life in there. I don't think y'all ready for this. No, I'm read something old. Y'all, I ain't ready for it. I can't. It's that hole, that deep down. That I'm way down in the goddamn rabbit hole in that shit. Y'all ain't ready to go down in them deep shit. Some of that stuff I don't even think I'm gonna put on YouTube. I think a lot of that stuff I'm gonna share on buy me a book. Let's read some old shit. Did I read it? I did read Christopher Columbus, Start of the Nights. So you can understand where I was to where I'm at now. American Beautiful, we read that. Who Am I? I think I read this. 2010. Yeah, we read that. I'm gonna publish this too. Let's read Desires. January 1st, 2013. Let me see. January 1st, 2013. I left Chicago. When I wrote this, I was in Georgia. The first time I left my state. Give you a backstory to it before I read. The state of mind I was in. I just ended my second marriage. It was dissolved for that September. So, shit, barely 4 months. Desires. So I wasn't with anyone. Just me and my young star. We was together for a long time, just him and I. Traveling from here to there until I got settled. But desires. Damn. Can't rest. Want to wrap my legs around your waist. Allow you to explore my soul. Giving way to the waterfall of passion built up by the dam. I did read this. Feel intimacy with soul, locking spirits. Torment of not being able to caress, to flee inside your soul. Yeah, I did read that. I ain't gonna read that one. You don't do commercials? What that was? What that is? Oh, no commercial. No commercial here. Oh. No. Yeah. Yeah, because I've been talking too long because it's on the last album. My bad. Oh, yeah. I was just over an hour, so we still did good time. I don't think I read this. A view of writing missing in notebooks, lost, sadly. Didn't put on WordPress. Yeah, I lost I ain't lose. They took my my storage. You know how they take your storage to the storage world, take your storage and sell them, make money. That shit's sad, but anyway. I had notebooks and notebooks of poetry and and writing statements and stuff. One of my notebooks ended up in New York too. And statements and stuff. Like stuff you could put on shirts. Well, I got many more ideas, so it don't matter. But a lot of stuff I didn't put, because a lot of this I try to put on WordPress. Some of the stuff on WordPress, some of it's not. Love and War, the 17th of April, 2014. In Love and War, one must not be afraid to put their heart and soul on the line. When it comes to matters of the heart, I can only suggest that once a deep, insightful speculation of the issues at hand are drawn out, it much easier to see where one stands. In my experience, I have learned that you have to trust self and understand. But now we understand that we are here to learn and to love ourselves first, then each other. Well, actually, you're supposed to be, as women, as a representation of, I ain't gonna use the word woman, because I'm a man with a woman. That's an understatement. As a soul, a divine soul, in the form of a representative of the divine feminine energy, you embody love. I am love. I don't give love. I am love. So everything, and as I move and as I speak, I am exhuming love from my essence, from my pores. When I speak, I am poetry. I am poetry in motion. Miss Butterfly in effect. This is what I do. Because that's what I am. I am that I am. I offer views and experiences as redemption of my loyalty to my fellow brothers and sisters. Now I say bro stars. In their journey to whatever path they may be traveling on. Now this was 11 years ago. I offer love, peace, and advice. This I shall dedicate, insightful, and honest. Then I wrote again, everything I do is for evolution of my spirit and growth of my soul. Then the next day, revelation. I told you I was going through some shit. Why do we lie when it's lie when it's known the truth always reveals itself, don't it? Karma is a bitch whose sister is life. Karma, I am karma and Dharma. Come to find out too. That's in my contract. I'm karma and Dharma. Karma is what you receive out, what you put out. Whatever you put out into the universe is going to bring it back to you. Dharma is what y'all think karma is. Research it. I want to explain to myself what it means to myself. Me, myself, and we. Me, because double V flipped. See, we and me, same word. Me, myself, and we. We don't say I. Because we just don't. And I just can't. So when you hear me saying we, I'm talking about myself. I'm not talking about me and another person. I'm talking about me, myself, and we. Me, myself, and we. I do not use the English language as most use the English language. Me invert it and use it that fits me intellectual understanding of it. Karma is the bitch whose sister is life, so you cannot get away from neither, being as it may. What goes around always comes back. It's the cipher of life. The cycle of experience is evolution, which entails what we really are here for. Love, soul, evolve. Apologies. 19th of April. I simply A simply I'm sorry makes us let go of some hurt, pain, even resentment when it comes to matters of the heart. It's essential in being able to forgive. We do things that upset one another from time to time. So it is of certainty that we all will apologize for something a few times in our lives. But you don't say I'm sorry. Sorry is a low vibrational frequency word. You say I apologize. We should try not to make each other miserable and show a great deal more love and respect. Respect is earned, not given. If this is consideration, when people say, ain't disrespectful, no, they was inconsiderate to you. Don't nobody owe any motherfucking body respect. You have to earn respect. You don't owe a motherfucker. You can be considerate to another person's circumstances and feelings. A lot of people are inconsiderate. Ain't got nothing to do with respect. Y'all be interchanging words and be fucked up with the meanings and don't even know the meaning of motherfucking word. You never looked up a definition, but think you know something mean because somebody else said it and it meant what they said, so you think that's what it means. No. Use a goddamn dictionary and a thesaurus. Damn. That upsets me. This my game. And ain't too many can do it better than me when it comes to this wordplay. I ain't got time to compete. I don't compete. I don't do what they out here doing on the radios and shit. I ain't the female. I don't sit up and talk about my coochie. Because all the females doing now is talking about everything below the waist. Why? Who gives a fuck? And niggas, what you got? You ain't got shit. And you ain't got nobody. Don't nobody care what you got. Is you sharing it? I'm not gonna be up here talking about what I have. I'll open up telling you what the idea that came to me and how can I help myself. And at the same time, as I'm helping myself, I'm about to help others. That's how we're supposed to be. That's collective. That's community. All that other shit is out the door. We're in the month of cooperation. So if you're not going to be cooperative, don't come on my live. Don't look at my videos. Don't subscribe to me. And don't try to become a member of my shit because I'm going to seek you out. Your energy is going to represent, it's going to put itself out there. And the empath in me going, trust. This consideration will have to apologies less often. Be kind. Be love. Be light. Light to someone's darkness. Be the light to someone's darkness. And we're going to end right there. Be the light to someone's darkness. And this is what I always say before I end. Consider others and how they feel before you speak, before you act. Because it's going to come back to you. It's like a wave. We're energy. Everything's frequency and everything vibrates. So whatever you do, that frequency waves out that energy. And just like the tide, it's going to come back around. Because everything goes out in a cipher. Because I stand on ciphers. I stand in ciphers. I don't stand on squares. Sons of Ma. We don't stand on squares over here. We stand in ciphers. We all about cooperation. We stand in ciphers. We don't stand on squares. But be considerate of others and their feelings. But at the same time, sometimes I'd be like, fuck your feelings. Put the motherfuckers in your back pocket. Because some people just, y'all too emotional. But be kind to yourself. It's the number one thing. Be kind. Be kind to each other. But especially be kind to yourself. Because the more kind you are to yourself, you're just going to naturally be kind to you. The way you feel is how you're going to make the next person feel. And then once you understand that we're all connected, because everybody affects everybody else around them. And what I noticed when, like they say, you remove, like say someone got a lot of distorted energy among them. They just like that. And they come around everybody and make everybody like this. This all they do. Just distort. Ain't no harmony. And then when they gone, it's just a different energy flowing. And everybody in harmony. That's how it is. Where I go every day. It was this distorted energy. And distorted energy went, hey. And now it's like, but at the same time, what I'm getting back from what I'm giving don't equal. So I have to change. So as I'm implementing this, that's going to change too. So I got a lot on my plate, but I love to eat. So, and I know to chew. Like people say, that's a hard pill to swallow. Well, chew it, bitch. Chew it. If it's a hard pill to swallow, chew it. Fuck you trying to swallow a pill for? Chew it. Drink some goddamn milk or water with it. And it'll go down real easy. But I got a lot on my plate. But I love to eat. So we separate and break it down into muscles. Get a little water or something. Lemonade, teeth go with it. Make it go down a little better. But it's all the perspective. And my perspective and my perception is not like most as you see. I am not like the others that you might be on here in the YouTube streets. We just gonna go freestyle and do a poetry right off the dome, because that's how we do, because we just at home. Because I am the cat. You ain't no hickory dickory dock, because ain't no motherfucking clock. Tick tock, tick tock. Did you know that was a clock? Take a lot of your time when you on that. Doc, don't it? What's up, Doc? Bugs Bunny jumping in the hole. Here we go. My favorite cartoon, yeah. Mighty Mouse 2. Not them Flintstones. I just couldn't get with that crew. Tom and Jerry, yeah. And that Road Runner and Friends. Even that Woody Woodpecker to some ends. Yogi Bear, my friends. Three Stooges to the end. Just name a couple things off the top of the dome that I call home. Ran home to see. Got up early in the morning tomorrow, Saturdays. It's Diaz of Saturn. He here for 2.5 years sitting up in Aries, the head of the body. Because you're all the signs if you didn't really understand. Let me make you understand that concept, man. From head to toe. Each one represent a piece of your body, then you know. But you don't study, so you wouldn't. Consider. Let's finish up our cake. We had 2 of these. We smashed one. This is a rum cake from the Jazz Fest. It was my birthday, so I got locked in. I got 2 on my 8 one. Oh, and another thing, as I'm looking at my little thing, it made me think about mentorship. That's another aspect of what Pay It Forward is mentorship. This is what I offer. Mentorship, we all seek some type of mentorship. But me being who I am and being so many of who's, that I mentor myself. But dealing with others elevates my growth because it allows me to see what to deal with and what not. And that's where my elevation come in at. My growth. That's how I get my growth. And I stay to myself mostly. It's a very few. If you looking at this and you know me personally, if I speak to you, if I allow you to touch me, know it's something about you that I like. I'll say it again. If you're watching this and you know me personally, if I speak to you and I allow you to touch me, It's something about you I like. Because I don't let anybody touch me. And I don't talk to any and everybody. We are energy. And it vibrates on different frequencies. And some people just too low for me. And others, I see that they trying to rise. I'm going to help lift you up. Why not? Now, if you're a selfish person, or you think you look at people and see what you can get up out of them, I ain't got time for that. I don't do that. And I ain't got time for people who do that. I see that. I must see it. And you going to know I saw it. Because I'm going to let you know I saw it. You do something wrong around me, I'm going to let you know that you're wrong. And I ain't got to open my mouth. I sit and stare at your ass. You know you feel somebody when they looking at you. I look at you and just... Now I understand my grandma used to do that. People would be saying something, being disrespectful when we be on the bus. She would turn all the way around in her fucking seat and look you in your face and not say a goddamn word. But her look and her being an elder, you knew that you did or said something wrong and you shut the fuck up. She go pick up a lot of money, she take a third, put it on the counter, look at everybody, look at him, and not say a word. He knew to give her money because she always win a lottery. And they knew they better not try her. They're going to get pop-up. Pew, pew. Pew, pew. Me don't do the pew, pew. Me like the sword. I cut you from beta F. Yes. Yes. This and that. Me on that type of level. I think that's worse. What you think? Since it was here first. Right. Because to me, the sword is up close. And the pew pew used far away. That's some coward ass shit. When you really think about it. Just like that sick ass shit how they do when they funerals play with your body. That shit kind of sick when you think about it. Because you're supposed to immediately dispose or look after, bathe, wrap, and put away. But you let others people play. Everything's coming out because I saw some people are telling on everybody. Man, they find he telling everything. People telling everything that Cupid's people out here doing for monies, for debt. Paper ain't nothing but debt. Fiat means fake. Ooh, excuse me. I always said it was like monopoly money, and I was correct. Gold and silver, land and water. We're going to close on that. That we want back, we're going to keep. Land, water, gold and silver, coins. Right. Yeah, that part. So, we hope you enjoyed the show. We back in the purple. Out your world. We offering this on the back coffee too, discount. Because they have it's a lot more of the stuff on their page. If you wanna, I like the stuff on there because I like that things that's different. It's out of space. The representative is creative. Like I say, it's a creative. This person is very creative, so I enjoy creativity. So I got one in every color now with it to work. But we finna work on some things. I gotta write out some things, so I'm gonna do that. Then I'm gonna lay down because I'm trying to stay up late even though I'm off tomorrow. Give me my preference to get back to work. Because when I'm off, I'm still working. I don't have an off day. Do anybody have to have off day? Do any of us have off days? We don't have off days. It's always something to do. There's no such thing as an off day. You rest. You let the body recharge. The soul never sleeps. And my soul be trying to keep my mind up longer than it's supposed to be. But matter of fact, I'm finna get off here and stretch because I've been sitting in the chair for an hour and a half. So I'm finna get off here, take the clothes off, and stretch myself. Loosen up my muscles and then get to do what I need to do before I lay it down. I'm finna drink some water. But I hope y'all enjoyed the show. So, as I always say, be kind to each other. And especially, be kind to yourself. We're going to end with you first. Good night. Twitchy twitch. Twitchy twitch. Good night. Quartet it case in the back. Cutting off. Yeah. I haven't changed it. It's been an update. Oh, then I put a bottle on it too, so that might have something to do with it. But like I said, be kind to each other and be especially kind to yourself. And we wish you a good day and a good night, beloved. Until we come forth, unless we get in the mood and we want to come before then, we'll be back on the DS of Wednesday, which is the 11th. We'll see you on the 11th. We're going to just say today. We'll be seeing you on the 11th of June to continue with the story. Who stole the tart? Good day. Be well.